Hey there, everybody. I'm Fred Thomas, and you are watching Rideable TV, the home of AD Bikes, frame and wheel, and all things bike. And AD Bikes is the modern face of Austro-Daimler cycling and the bike company of the future. And the one way that we are different from all the other great bike companies that are out there is that we have the AD Bikes conversion program. And this program allows you to turn all of your old cycling gear, your old bikes, wheels, frame sets, components, accessories, trainers, bike racks, all that stuff that is just in the garage or the basement that's taking up space, into a credit towards a new AD frame set, whether it's the Superleicht or the Ultima or the TT Carbon or the Ubercross or the Kais. You can sell all your old gear and take the proceeds from that, use it as a credit towards a new frame set, or you can just take the cash, buy more gear, or take the Minister of the Interior out for dinner and go from there. It's an extremely powerful program. It'll create space, it saves you time, and as I say, it is a compelling argument for the Ministry of the Interior that regulates all bicycle purchases. Learn more about it on the AD Bikes website. And enough of that. Let's talk about what I did to spec my Superleicht out for the Green Mountain Stage Race individual time trial. There it is. Primarily, I put aero wheels on it. That's the deal. That's the rule. The Green Mountain Stage Race. This is an iconic, classic stage race. Probably one of the few major stage races still going. It happens in Vermont over Labor Day every year. It's back after a break over 2020 because of the pandemic. 4 stages through the mountains of Vermont. The first stage is an individual time trial. You can't use a time trial bike because it's basically a hill climb followed by a time trial with a little kicker at the end. But what you can do is take your road bike and put aero wheels on it, and you can use an aero helmet. So everybody does that, and it's tough. I mean, the first mile and a half, I guess, is straight uphill, and the second part of it is flat, and that's why being aero helps because sometimes there's a tailwind that really moves you along. But bottom line is that you need to be aero, and you need to be in that position to have a competitive time. I've done this race. I was looking up the stats in 2019. I did that. It's 5.7 miles. My time was 14 minutes and 30 seconds. So yes, this is 50 plus here. I was second, of course. David Ghazi, he's always faster than me. I was very pleased. Meanwhile, in the Pro 1-2, times were below 13 minutes. They were in 12 minutes and 45. If I'd been in the Pro 1-2 with a time like 14:30, I would have been 50th or something. Doesn't matter, but I like to keep things in perspective. It was fast for me, but I had aero wheels, I had aero helmet. It helps. It makes a difference. And so what we got here is, this is the road bike. This is the Superleicht. I'll be using that for all the stages. But for the ITT, the first stage, I've got the Alto CT311 disc wheel and the Alto CT86. These are tubular rims, and I'm running Vittoria Corsa Speed, which is apparently the fastest tire out there, or more or less. It's a pretty lightweight tire, good for time trials. I'm not so sure it's great for gravel roads in Vermont, but this is what we've got. I am running my compact 5034 up front. Back here we got 1125. If I were really, really macho, I would put a 54 or something on there and run 1128 and go for that. That might help. I'm not sure I got the mental bandwidth or the time for that. I think the few times that I did very well in this time trial, I made all the time on the climb. So I think that's where you make most of the time, and that's going to be the theory that I apply next weekend. The bike is weighing in at 17 pounds, so it's a little bit heavier than it would be if I were running, regular road wheels. But that's all right. We'll just not think about it too much. I've got the Garmin 135 computer up front, which is great. I'm really pleased with this thing. I've been running a Garmin 810 with a map and all this stuff that I never use. And I just decided to simplify. You can't see it, but it's a tiny little square. It just shows you what you got to know. The speed, the watts, the distance, the time. There's no map. There's no, it's perfect for the kind of riding I do. I'm very pleased with it. So that is what I'm going to be running at the race. The Superleicht is a great versatile road frame for racing, for enthusiastic riding. It's on our website, on our Shopify store. Take a look at it. If you got any questions, if it speaks to you and you want to get a frame set and get a build going, reach out to me on all the platforms that are out there, through the website, through YouTube and Instagram and all that. And we'll get you a Superleicht that works for you. Hey, maybe we'll see you in Vermont. If not, we'll see you again soon.